The winds begin to shift the moment July enters Aries. You feel it not just in your mind but in your body. An urgency, a buzzing heat beneath your skin. Mars, your ruling planet, pulses louder now, filling you with a fiery tension that demands movement. You wake up each day with a sense that something is about to change. And you're not wrong. This isn't a quiet month. This isn't a time to retreat. July comes crashing in like a wave, pulling you forward whether you're ready or not. The people around you may notice a spark in your eyes, a sharper tone in your voice. You're no longer willing to stay in places where your energy is drained. You want clarity. You want motion. You want truth. And the universe? It's responding. In the first week of July, small things begin to shift. An unexpected phone call, a chance encounter, a sudden realization that a pattern you've been stuck in emotionally or professionally no longer fits. You feel restless, but this restlessness is sacred. It's the first wind of transformation, stirring the dust of your life, shaking off what's stale. Emotionally, you may feel more reactive than usual. Conversations that once slid off your back now sting. You crave deeper meaning in your interactions, but you may not have the patience for slow or shallow energy. Be careful here, Aries. The same fire that gives you power can also scorch bridges you didn't mean to burn. Don't let your need for change eclipse your wisdom. But let's be clear, this change is needed. Mid-month, your confidence builds. Not in a loud, boastful way, but in your core. You start saying no to things that once kept you tied down. You may walk away from a commitment that's become a cage. Or finally speak the truth you've been choking back for weeks. And as you do, you'll feel lighter. There's a theme here: liberation. July isn't just offering you chaos for the sake of drama, it's pushing you to break free from cycles that no longer serve your growth. These may come in the form of an old friend showing their true colors, or a job you thought you needed suddenly revealing its emptiness. But through every shakeup, the universe is whispering, you deserve more. You'll also notice your intuition sharpening. The gut feelings you've been ignoring? They're louder now. And if you listen, you'll find they lead you exactly where you need to go. Trust the odd nudges, the urge to take a different route, text that one person, or revisit a dream you shelved years ago. These are not random. These are your soul's breadcrumbs. Physically, your energy surges. You may feel the need to move more, run, dance, lift, stretch. Listen to this call. The fire inside you must move through the body or it will burn in place. Channel it into something that expands you. Start that passion project. Go on that trip. Change the scenery around you, even if it's just rearranging your space. Movement outside fuels momentum inside. Socially, things heat up too. You may find yourself pulled into unexpected gatherings or reconnecting with people you didn't expect to hear from. Some of these connections will feel magnetic, new souls entering your orbit who reflect the version of you that's emerging. Others will feel like echoes of the past, tempting you back into comfort zones. Know the difference. This is not a month for passive living. Every sign, every feeling, every spark of irritation or inspiration is a message. Your life is speaking to you in bold colors now. The choice is yours. Will you resist the storm or ride it? By the final week of July, the dust begins to settle, but not in the way you expect. It doesn't settle into silence, it settles into clarity. You'll start to see why the early chaos had to happen. You'll feel a shift in your identity, subtle but unshakable. You'll look at your calendar, your inbox, your mirror and realize you're not the same. You've stepped into something new. And the most powerful part? This is just the beginning. Love arrives in July not like a soft whisper, Aries, but like a thunderclap. You feel it in your pulse, in the quickened breath when someone enters a room, in the magnetic way eyes linger longer than they should. This is the month when your heart doesn't just beat, it burns. Whether you're single or attached, one thing becomes clear. Your capacity for passion is turned all the way up. You crave realness, intensity, something that shakes you out of the routine. The stars align to bring encounters that are anything but lukewarm. These moments, chance meetings, electric conversations, unresolved emotions resurfacing ignite the very center of your being. If you're single, expect the unexpected. Someone may cross your path whose energy feels strangely familiar, as if you've known them before. It may begin as a flirtation, light and playful, but very quickly it deepens. There's an urgency in this connection, a feeling like you've only just met but are already unraveling secrets. The chemistry is undeniable. But remember, Fast fires can burn out quickly if not tended with care. Don't be surprised if someone from your past reappears. An old flame? A half-finished story, one that still lingers in your thoughts more than you care to admit. July brings moments of emotional reckoning. You might hear a voice you haven't heard in months. Or read a message that reopens a door you thought was closed. The question isn't just why they're back, but why now? The timing isn't random. For those already in a relationship, July is a turning point. Passion rises, but so do power struggles. You and your partner may find yourselves dancing between desire and dominance, affection and assertion. This is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, conflict may bring clarity. What do you need more of? What have you outgrown? Where do you feel unseen? These truths won't hide anymore. If there have been unspoken tensions or unresolved wounds, they will surface. But that's the gift of this month, illumination. When Mars fuels your chart, there's no more room for pretense. You crave honesty, rawness, and the kind of love that demands all of you, not just your best parts. If your current relationship can hold that level of intensity, it will deepen in ways you didn't know were possible. If it can't, it may begin to unravel. Emotionally, you are volatile in the most beautiful sense. Your heart is sensitive to touch, to tone, to silence. A glance can shake you. A word can echo for days. But don't fear this vulnerability. It is through this openness that true intimacy is born. You are learning how to love without losing yourself, how to stay wild and still let someone in. There may also be a need for solitude at moments. The heat of connection can sometimes overwhelm you. When that happens, honor your space. Step back. Breathe. Journal. Let your feelings settle without rushing to explain them to anyone. The more you understand your own emotional rhythms, the better you'll navigate the dynamics around you. This month also brings choices. 2 people, 2 paths, 2 versions of love, one that's thrilling but unstable, the other grounding but slow. Which one feels like freedom? Which one feels like expansion? You'll have to decide. Creative energy flows hand in hand with your emotional current. As your heart stirs, so does your inspiration. You may feel the urge to write, to paint, to dance, to express yourself in a way that words alone cannot capture. These outlets aren't distractions, they're translations of your inner world. Use them. Friendships, too, are under a spotlight this month. You may suddenly feel distant from someone you were once close to, or realize that a newer friend sees a part of you others have missed. Don't ignore these shifts. Emotional truth isn't just for romance, it's for every bond you care about. Above all, remember this: you are worthy of a love that moves mountains and softens your storms. A love that doesn't ask you to shrink, but to shine. July is showing you glimpses of what that love can look like. Pay attention. Don't settle for less. And if you feel alone in the middle of the fire, know this isn't the end of the story. The heart you're building, the space you're clearing, the lessons you're learning, they're preparing you for something deeper, something divine. Keep going. Keep feeling. Love doesn't just arrive. It awakens. And you, Aries, are wide awake. Money doesn't just whisper this month, it knocks. Loudly. July brings a powerful surge in financial energy for you, Aries. It's not a guarantee of riches falling from the sky, but it is a shift in momentum. Where before there was struggle or stagnation, now there is movement, momentum, and more than one open door. The beginning of the month might start quietly. You feel the itch to make a change, to step into a bigger version of yourself financially. Maybe it's a nudge to finally start that freelance project, pitch a bold idea, or take the risk you've been hesitating on. Trust that nudge. It's not coming from nowhere, it's a signal from your deeper self aligning with cosmic timing. A surprising opportunity could arise before mid-July. It may seem small at first. A casual conversation, an email, a chance to help someone that unexpectedly leads to an offer. Don't brush it off. The energy this month rewards courage and quick action. You're being asked to move, not wait. For those already employed, a change in leadership or internal dynamics may present a rare opening. Someone above you might leave. A new project might require your exact skills. If you've been wanting to ask for a raise or renegotiate your terms, this is the window. Mars gives you boldness, and the stars are urging you to speak with clarity and conviction. Ask. You might be surprised who says yes. Entrepreneurs and creatives especially benefit from this cosmic climate. Ideas that have lingered in drafts or notebooks now demand to be launched. Your fire is not meant to simmer, let it spark something visible. A side hustle, an online offering, A partnership, anything that turns your talent into tangible value will find traction now. This is not a time to be shy about what you can do. At the same time, the temptation to spend recklessly also grows. That fire inside you, that craving for change, can easily morph into impulse. A sudden trip, a shopping spree, an upgrade that feels deserved. And while some of that is valid, you've worked hard. This month challenges you to balance pleasure with planning. You might ask yourself, am I spending from joy or from avoidance? Are you celebrating abundance or numbing a deeper restlessness? Your financial energy is amplified now, but it must be channeled with purpose. Otherwise, you risk earning more but holding less. Consider creating a ritual around your finances this month. Sit with your accounts. Look at your numbers, not with judgment but with curiosity. What do they reflect about how you value yourself? What's leaking your energy? And what's building it? This kind of reflection is not boring. It's empowering. You may also receive unexpected help. A friend offering a referral. A family member gifting you something meaningful. Even a delayed payment suddenly arriving. These aren't coincidences. They're reminders that when you're aligned with your worth, support finds you. And worth is a major theme here, Aries. You are learning not just how to earn but how to receive. How to believe you're worthy of ease, of security, of more than just survival. This month gives you the chance to reset your relationship with money. Not from fear but from self-respect. Investing may come into your mind as well. Stocks, property, a course or mentor. Before you leap, tune in. Is this something that stretches you in a good way or drains you in disguise? Trust your gut, but do your homework. July favors boldness but not blindness. In your daily life, look for small ways to honor your value. Raise your rates if you're undercharging. Say no to clients who drain you. Stop discounting your time or your presence. These tiny shifts build a new foundation. One where you stop begging for scraps and start expecting flow. Some of you may feel called to donate or share wealth too. This is beautiful. Giving from overflow creates even more abundance. But again, let it come from fullness, not guilt. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This month may also awaken old money wounds. Perhaps you remember the times you struggled, or hear the inner voice saying you're not ready or you don't deserve that much. Pause. Breathe. And know that voice is not your truth, it's a shadow you're being asked to outgrow. Your financial story is evolving. You're not where you were. You're not who you were. And July is your invitation to begin writing a new chapter. One where you trust your ability not just to earn, but to expand, to build, to thrive. Let your fire fuel your fortune, but let your wisdom shape its direction. This is your moment. Step into it with open eyes, steady hands, and a fearless heart. It begins with a question that echoes louder each morning. Is this really the path I want to keep walking? July doesn't wait for you to figure it out slowly. Aries, it places you right in the middle of a turning point. And in your career, this month may feel like a spotlight has suddenly been thrown upon you. You can feel the pressure rise in your workplace or professional environment. People expect more from you. Deadlines tighten. Responsibilities grow heavier. But here's the twist, it's not to crush you. It's to crown you. July isn't testing you to see if you'll break. It's revealing how ready you already are. For some, this may take the form of a bold opportunity, perhaps a promotion, a new project, or even an invitation to lead something you've long dreamed of. But this won't be handed to you quietly. You'll need to show up, speak up, and own your strengths without apology. This is your arena now, and you belong in it. But not all parts of this moment feel triumphant at first. You may also experience friction, especially with authority figures or co-workers whose vision clashes with yours. You may feel misunderstood, underestimated, or even blocked. Take a breath. This isn't a dead end. It's a detour designed to reroute you back to your power. Sometimes, Aries, you push so hard for recognition from others that you forget to recognize yourself. This month asks you, what if you didn't wait for anyone's permission? What if you didn't tone yourself down just to fit in? What if you stopped seeking approval and started leading from within? Leadership is a strong theme for you now, not in the corporate ladder sense, but in a deeper, soul-level way. You're being asked to take full ownership of your voice, your time, and your vision. Whether you're running a business, working a job, or still finding your path, the question remains. Are you showing up as the leader of your life? Some of you may be considering a big shift, changing careers, launching something of your own, going back to school, or relocating for new opportunities. If that thought scares you and excites you, pay attention. That's the signal of alignment. July brings clarity to crossroads. It doesn't mean you have to act immediately, but it means you can't ignore the pull anymore. If you're job seeking, this is a powerful month to update your resume, network boldly, or apply for roles you once thought were out of your league. You're not the same version of yourself you were 6 months ago. The world is beginning to reflect that, but only if you let it see the real you. You may also have flashes of inspiration, business ideas, content strategies, side hustles that suddenly make sense. Keep a journal nearby. These are downloads from a higher frequency. Mars gives you the drive, but your intuition gives you the direction. Don't dismiss the visions just because they don't fit the traditional path. You're not here to be traditional. You're here to trailblaze. That said, burnout is a real risk if you don't pace yourself. Your ambition is volcanic right now, but even volcanoes need rest between eruptions. Build in breaks. Hydrate. Unplug when you can. If you're going to climb this mountain, you'll need endurance, not just adrenaline. Also, watch out for envy or competition this month. Not from you, but around you. As you rise, not everyone will cheer. Someone may try to diminish your wins or question your readiness. Smile. You don't need to prove anything. Let your results speak louder than your rebuttals. Your inner circle matters now more than ever. Surround yourself with people who see your brilliance without fear. Mentors, collaborators, friends who remind you of who you are when the world gets loud. These are the ones who hold the mirror steady when you're about to forget your light. As the month nears its end, there's a calm clarity that starts to settle. You look back at the chaos, the choices, the triumphs and missteps, and something inside you says, I'm proud. Not because everything is perfect, but because you showed up fully. You moved, you spoke, you dared. And that's what July was always about, the shift from surviving your role to owning your purpose. You may not have all the answers. You may still be building. But now you're building with direction, with fire that warms, not burns, with vision that pierces through doubt. So step forward. Aries, not because someone tells you to, not because you've earned it, but because it's simply time. The mountain is yours now. Claim IKEA Island July, Aries. The winds of change sweep through every corner of your life. Mars awakens your instincts, pushing you to shed old habits and embrace bold transformation. The month begins with a surge of emotional and energetic tension, signaling it's time to break cycles and reclaim your truth. You feel the shift internally, more daring, less tolerant of small talk and empty promises. Your love life too ignites. Passion simmers and erupts. If you're single, you may meet someone magnetic, an instant connection that defies logic. If you're in a relationship, expect emotional highs and potential friction. Through it all, you're being called to love deeply, but with balance and self-awareness. Financially, prosperity knocks. Opportunities appear in surprising forms, from career shifts to inspired ideas. However, impulse spending could undo your gains. Use this month to redefine your relationship with money, not from fear, but from worth. Career-wise, July is your proving ground. Challenges arise, but so do turning points. Whether you lead a team, start something new, or finally claim your space, the pressure will forge a clearer, stronger version of you. Expect emotional clarity, creative downloads, and maybe even a change in direction. By month's end, you're not the same. You're braver, sharper, lit from within. July didn't just test you, it tempered you. And now you're ready for the next level.